Hello, music lovers. My name is Justin Hsieh. This is the Tokn Music Podcast. And today we have a special guest, not for me because I talk to him a lot, but Luke Gustafson, co-founder of Tokn Music. You want to give a little introduction?
As Justin said, I'm the co-founder of Tokn Music. Excited to be here and talking with you guys. I guess a little bit background about me is that I've been kind of working in the STEM field for a little while, and I'm going to school still while working with Tokn. So yeah.
Yeah, and we've been working for a while, over a year now. I think we incorporated in March, but I don't really count that as like a start date. It was around February or January, right?
Yeah, I think a year and a half almost now. So it's been a long, long time.
That has been a while. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been a journey. It has been a journey. And I think we can just take it back all the way back in time. To when we started being friends, just kind of like the very backstory origins of co-founders Luke Gustafson and Justin Hsieh. Do you want to start that off?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've been working on Tokn for a long time, but we've known each other for a lot longer, since way back in middle school. We used to go to school together in California. I don't even remember how we met. I just met friends, honestly. For a long time.
Yeah, I think it was through mutual friends through like Kang or Joshua or something like that. But it just kind of blossomed from there. I know it was around like high school when you had to move off to Colorado, and I stayed in California. You kind of just like left us behind, abandoned us. But I saw that you did some really awesome things, and we still kind of kept in touch a little bit. You worked on a couple projects with like NASA and Shell, and you were always super smart, man. You were always like really smart. Oh yeah, touching. But I think if I remember, like we had at least a semi-mutual interest in like blockchain or crypto. Like we like chatted about it before.
Yeah, I mean, we've always talked about like business concepts and topics, and thought about having our own startups one day, and I know we always had that, I don't know, drive.
The drive. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. And yeah, you want to just kind of start with like how this all happened, like how Tokn came to be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we were really looking at where the flaws in the music industry were, because Justin, you had previously tried to make some music of your own, but you faced a lot of challenges, and you kind of let me know about those. And we looked into it further, and we realized that there was a lot of underlying problems with the way that record labels operate and how they find artists and how they market them, and the cost that is imposed on consumers and on the artists themselves. And we just realized that maybe there's a better way here to provide funding for smaller artists and give back to their fans as well.
Yeah, I remember we spent a long time just analyzing what was wrong. And I at the time when we started, I think it was a couple months after we started. That was when Audius got its first like tick up, and people were starting to like talk about that. Like music crypto was finally starting to, or like music Web3 was finally starting to make a name for itself. And I at least the way that I see it, I know that we do have different views of some things, but the way that I see Web3 as a whole, especially with this recent market crash, is just been the utilization in the industry. I think its biggest utilization is in the music industry. I personally see it as creating value in industries that need it, and the music industry is the easiest to tap and just the most kind of coinciding with what Web3 needs and like the values of that. What are your thoughts just of Web3 as a whole, and like the way the industry works and how everything is structured and everything, just like as a whole?
One of the most interesting areas that I'm excited about right now is how Web3 can, and the future of business, we can cut out unnecessary factors and unnecessary middlemen in a lot of transactions and a lot of business areas. So there's like retail applications of that. There's all kinds of applications, but we're trying to focus in on the music industry. How can we make it so simple for artists to just get the recognition and the funding they deserve, and for fans to connect with their artists and give them that funding? and
Yeah.
that recognition.
Yeah, and we just like when we started, we really just kind of hit the ground running. I remember we worked on like the white paper, and we kind of just like solidified the business model and like how we're going to be targeting it. We definitely ran into some roadblocks as we kind of moved along. Just looking at the like trajectory of how everything happened and the speed of how everything happened. Because a lot of it was there wasn't a lot of information and there wasn't a lot of infrastructure out there. But once we started building, like the platform's nearly completed. By the time this episode comes out, it should be launched. So feel free to check that out, tokenmusic.com. And yeah, I mean, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. We already went through the problems of the music industry. Do you kind of want to just go into specifics on how Tokn Music solves these problems, how we fix these problems?
I mean, yeah, like I've been reiterating, it's about making a very, very, very efficient marketplace. It's about giving a platform for artists to showcase what they have and what they are and what they can be, and then having listeners who like them join our platform and fund them, or have completely new people come in and give them funding as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really just connection, I think would be the biggest word, kind of like what we've been hitting on. And with all the artists that like we've chatted with as well, it's just been the problems of connecting themselves to their fans and then connecting money to them. There's just a lot of kind of breaks and fractures in this industry that Web3 definitely has the capability of solving. And I personally believe, we personally believe that Tokn Music is going to be the one to take this, just on the way that we've structured the business model, the way that we've structured our backend, our marketplace, making it as efficient as possible. And yeah, I mean, there's so much more we can go through in terms of the depths of our friendship.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need, well, I don't know about the depth, we could go into depth of that, but we're definitely going to need, some podcasts where we go deep into the technicals of business, and we go deep into the development, and we'll have those coming out.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't checked out already, we've released 3 podcasts. A lot of them kind of go into the artist side, so branding, how independent artists can make money and thrive, but we also explain some of the Web3 and technical aspects of what we're doing. So if you guys want to check that out, and if you're interested, just give it a look. And I think right now that's pretty much good. Luke, thank you for giving an introduction to the Tokn Music family.
Yeah.
And yeah,
on and talking with you, and letting everyone know what's up.
Yeah, and just to close off, if you haven't already checked us out, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, and keep up to date with what we've been doing. This is all going to be linked in the description. And yeah, just have a great rest of your day.